there, how are you today? Diana from Adirondack Girl at Heart. I teach vintage and antique lovers how to create successful antique businesses that they'll love. One of the ways I do that is through these videos. I also have a website and I have courses on the topic. Today's focus is going to be farmhouse, and I have some really interesting finds for you today. Let's start with one of my favorites. This is a little artist pastel box, and I would date it to about the 60s. It's not super old, but I'm just sort of fascinated with these. I'll clean this up a little bit right there. It was $2. Making a lot of noise. It should sell for about $18 to $22. And then I picked up just a little scrap. It's a little scrap of a quilt that is not in terrible shape for a scrap. I think I might just leave it the way it is and use it to kind of decorate my booth. It was $3, and I will price it at about $20 to $25. It could also sell on Etsy. I've sold a lot of Etsy squares, quilted squares, that sort of thing. This is all flour sack or grain sack material, where flour and that sort of thing used to come in fabric bags like this. It was sort of a marketing ploy, and so women would save them and then make things out of them, clothing and quilts and that sort of thing. And I picked up this gold cord. I love sewing notions. It was $2. I wish it was $1, but it was $2. I think it should sell for about $10 to $12. If you've been following me, you know I have an article all about vintage and antique whisk brooms. I love them, and so I pick them up whenever I see them. This one was $1. This is plastic on the top, so that I found that very interesting. Still quite vintage, 1930s or 40s color, and this corn straw is just such a beautiful yellow. And it should sell for about $12, I think, 12 to 15, because it's really unique. Don't you think? Unique. I also love old bottles. I was a bottle digger back in the day with my father. This has some light embossing on it. United States Medicine Co., New York. I thought that was a really interesting name. I haven't heard of that. This one is aqua-ish to turquoise in color. Really good shape. Dates to probably about the 1980s. I like to put these in groupings of 3 to 5 and sell them on Etsy for, $20 to $30. I am in love with this little milk glass. It's a little medicine pot. I think it probably would have had a metal top. There's no, it's not made for a screw top, and it says FL Harnish Berlin. So this is from Germany. Very cool. Paid $1 for it because of it's just so fascinating, and hopefully $10 to $12, something like that is what I would like. Here are 3 pieces of flatware. Flatware is 25 cents each at Salvation Army. Not in perfect shape. These 2 are made of celluloid, sometimes called French ivory. I have a piece of ironstone in my ironstone cupboard where I keep pieces like this because they just look so nice with ironstone. And then this piece is made out of Bakelite. I'd call that chocolate Bakelite. It's worth probably a few dollars. I like to assemble a collection of them and sell them all together on eBay. Let's test the Bakelite quickly, shall we? I'm using Simichrome polish. Moss, M-A-S, is another brand that you can use. It's a little pink polish for all kinds of metals, including silver and sterling silver. I'm just going to take a very small dab, and by small, I mean very small. And we're going to rub it onto the handle of the spoon. And if it's Bakelite, it will turn the pink yellow. So it was a little bit dirty. So the dirt is shining through there a little bit, but you can see that it's yellow. You can see how it turned the pink cream yellow. So it is definitely Bakelite. I have an article on my website all about collecting Bakelite and it talks about how to test for Bakelite as well. Very cute little basket. Now this is not old. It does have a little stamp on the bottom, a little bee stamp. I can tell that it's not old because it's in perfect condition, and the reeds they don't have the look of an older basket. This is oak. Super sturdy, just really well made. Another giveaway is it has a tiny little either a nail or a staple right there, but in any event, it was $1, and I will sell it from my antique booth probably for $10 to $12, or I might keep it because I really like it, as you can probably tell. And I picked up these ginormous pine cones. Aren't they wonderful? Of course, pine cone is the logo for my business, Adirondack Girl at Heart. I do have a couple of large ones that I already display in my office, so I'll sell these. They were $1 each, and they should bring about $6 to $8 each. Here's a piece that I splurged on a little bit. It's a very simple, plain, older yellowware bowl. I paid $6 for it, and it should sell for about $25 to $30. That's what I'm hoping. I have an article on my website all about yellowware and a yellowware price guide inside my member library. So when you subscribe to my newsletter, you get access to my member library. It has printables, it has tutorials, and it has price guides, including the yellowware price guide. This is one of my favorite recent buys, these cabbage Majelica bowls. They are signed Old Fair, which I think is probably a Portuguese company. A lot of newer Majelica comes out of Portugal. It's really nicely made, nice quality, very vibrant. It's raised, it's sort of three-dimensional Majolica, and I do plan an article and a video on them in the near future. So I paid $2 for each of these. I think that they should bring about $20 to $25, possibly a little bit more for the pair. I also have a blog post coming on cheese crocks. This one, as you can see, is 50 cents. It's from a restaurant, Win Schuler. I think that's in Wisconsin. That's my recollection. These sell for about $10 to $15 each. They are nice to have, I feel, in my antique booth. This is the last little ceramic. Lately, I've been finding these sort of miniature crocks. I just think that is darling. $10 to $12, maybe even $15. Don't see a lot of those. Okay, down to a few metal pieces. Here is an old Dr. Scholl's tin. It was $1 at a flea market, and it should sell for about $10. And then this is aromatic ammonia. I think that's smelling salts. It's got needles in it right now. Yeah, it's pins in it right now. But that should bring about $6 or $7. And then this one is super old, Zona's Adhesive Plaster. I think it has buttons in it right now, but oh my gosh, isn't that darling? $10 to $12 for that one. And I picked up 2 jelly molds just because I could. They were half off of $2, so they were $1 each. And like some crafting something or other, or just selling them as is. As is, they should bring about $6 to $8 each. And so my last farmhouse find is kind of silly, but it was $1. This colander. It's seen better days. I'm gonna clean it up though, and I think hanging on a wall that, you know, that has sort of decorative appeal to it. $10, about $10 for that piece. I hope you enjoyed seeing my farmhouse finds today. And I would love it if you'd give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, or subscribe to my channel. That would be awesome. And as always, happy hunting.